Brought to you by the brand new Sea Runner 6 Faro's Lounge Kickstarter. New comic book going out there. Look at that. The Redheads cover. Noriko, Red Sonja, Blood Rain. They're all in here. Enjoy. I had first place for a little bit yesterday, flirting around it, and then I just got blown out of the water. But I broke even, but I ended up losing whatever I profited in the in the 4 o'clock games. Real pain in my ass sometimes. Hang on 1 second, yeah. We ended up coming in like 9th, 11th, 14th. We had the fucking juice for a while. I just want to see how we lost. Who the fuck we lost to? Oh, you fucking cunt. I mean, they got me by a good amount, but Jesus, it was last night was Maeda, Priester, Wells, Goldschmidt, Toro, Sogard, Lombard, Dominguez, Thompson, and Jones. How did I not have this fucking lineup? It's all Yankee. Look at that. It's all fucking Yankees and Sox. Look at that. Oh my God. Why didn't I put that together? You cunt. Look at that fucking lineup. That's why we go for home run hitters. Oh, you bastard. I lost by what? How many fucking points did I lose by? I came in 9th yesterday. That's what we lose by. Yeah, we lost by a good amount. Fuck your mother. Anyway, moving on. Today is a new slate. Chasing the G. Chasing the G. All right. Let's get our stacks rolling here. Starting with the Tampa Bay Rays. Stop with the fucking co-pilot. Stop. I don't want your AI. They're always pushing their AI bullshit. You know what? I like to work myself sometimes. Lazy fucking AI bullshit. Where's skill anymore? All right, Joe Boyle not on the board yet, pitching for the Tampa Bay Rays. Mr. Joe Boyle. All right, what we got? No Richie. Eloy, however, making his first appearance. What are you chopping on there? All right, good. No Aranda. No Morel. No Carson Williams. No Coco Montez. No. Oh, Trace Pereira. All right, we got 2 so far. So let's fill in the other 3, which will be Richie Palacios, Johnny Aranda, and Christopher Morel. Your Tampa Bay stack. The Joe Boyle on the mound. These are all new cards. These are new cards for me. So Trace Barrera, signed to a minor league contract Friday that includes an invitation to spring training. Huh. Barrera has slashed 228, 313, 310 over parts of 4 seasons at the big league level. He will give the Rays another catcher for their pitchers to throw in camp, but is pegged for AAA Durham to begin the season. The story of the baseball season. Each story is brand new. Johnny Aranda, expected to see regular at-bats as the Rays' designated hitter, while serving as the backup to Yandy Diaz at first base to begin the 2025 season. Aranda was expected to contribute to the Rays in 2024, though he lost roughly 3 months of season due to a finger and oblique injuries. However, he finally managed regular run in the big league club in September when he hit 253 with 5 homers, 13 runs scored, 10 RBIs across 85 plate appearances. Aranda then supplemented that playing time with 115 appearances in the Mexican Winter League, during which he maintained a 1.047 OPS. Barring more bad luck with injuries, he should have a chance to build off that momentum to begin the 2025 season with regular at-bats against right-handed pitching. You always get a little excited. You think, does this guy have a really cool Mexican adventure? The adventures of ball players like mercenaries for hire, team to team until they get their Juan Soto checks. Richie Palacios could be used at up to 6 positions during the season. Palacios had a strong performance in Sunday's Grapefruit League game, collecting 2 hits and 3 at-bats, including a double. Manager Kevin Cash also noted Palacios' strong play in right field. He may not have a regular starting role at one position, though Palacios' defensive versatility should mean he remains in the lineup several days a week. Point is, anybody's got a chance to hit a home run. Everybody's got a chance. All right, Eloy. Some of these guys, we don't have to read them anymore unless they got one of these little dinghies next to them. Because we've read a lot of these guys already. We've read by Christopher Morel. We know this shit. Moving on. Red Sox stack. Garrett Crochet on the mound today. Big free agent signing from the White Sox. He got off the fucking ship over there. At least you know if you live in Southside Chicago, tickets are probably cheap. Maybe. Maybe not. No. No Garrett Crochet yet. No Jaron Duran either. You know, the big Tyler prospect has not fucking done anything yet. Alex Bregman, a man at second base. Masataka Yoshida, for some reason they still have that out fucking thing next to his name. He did shit yesterday. Trevor Story, also on the board. David Hamilton. What's the problem? We've got to move Bregman to third. Hamilton to take second. Connor Wong behind the dish. Which leaves us Abraham Toro, who went fucking yard yesterday. So someone's got to come out. Oh, no, we also have Trace Thompson, who's a fucking 3 card. Oh, shit, this is that first time now where we're running out of players. Oh, shit, we got to eliminate some motherfuckers. So we just got 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, so one guy's got to go. And I think we got to bring Toro back in here, man. So either Hamilton or Bregman's got to go, and I'm pretty fucking sure it's going to be open 3 with a walk. Mr. Hamilton, say goodnight. You're out. Toro. Where's Toro? Toro, you're in. Toro was part of that fucking $1,000 lineup yesterday, which means somebody's got to go. And that someone's going to be Trevor Story, who's got no bloody recon. Unless we keep Trevor Story because fucking Masataka Yoshida did shit yesterday. Yeah. He didn't do that yesterday. Get out. You're out. We're keeping Trace Thompson, who's a fucking 3 card, showed up big yesterday. Do we want to keep? Oh, God damn it. I feel like we got to keep fucking Yoshida and get rid of Trevor Story. Trevor Story's got no recon. Whereas we read this story the other day that Yoshida went fucking wild. 2 for 3, 3 RBIs and a run scored. We got nothing on Trevor Story. We can't play biases. We can't play biases. So we got Bregman. We got Toro. Garrett Crochet. Is this new news? This is all old news. It's all old fucking news. Connor Wong, we read that the other day. Toro, Bregman, Yoshida, Trace Thompson, nothing new. These are our stack. Now, Trace Thompson's a fucking 3 card. He showed up big yesterday. Of course, he will be in every lineup. Moving on. Detroit stack. Reese Olson on the mound. Let's make our move. No Reese just as of yet showing up here. So let's get to the big boys. Jahmai Jones. All right, he's there. No Ibanez just yet. No Gleyber Torres just yet. Riley Green. No Javi Baez. Kerry Carpenter. There he is. Justin Henry Malloy. Nothing. Colt Keith. Nothing. Jake the Snake Rogers. All right. We've got 4. Do we go for Ibanez? Or do we take a look at this John Henry Malloy? In terms of height in the order, we look at Ibanez, but we'll give Malloy's card a chance. What do we got? First, look at Reese Olson. No recon. Jake the Snake. We've read about Justin Henry Malloy. Well positioned to earn a roster spot coming out of camp, though he's still competing with several other players for a utility role. Malloy's biggest selling point is probably his ability to hit lefties, and he sported an 893 OPS against Southpaws across 61 regular season plate appearances last year as a rookie. The 25-year-old is a bit limited defensively, serving mostly as a DH and occasionally playing in the corner outfield spots, though he is experimenting some at first base in camp. Spencer Torkelson profiles similarly as a lefty masher, and is likely Malloy's top competition for a roster spot this spring. Ryan Creedler is also in the mix for a utility role off the bench. Decent card. They missed out on Alex Bregman at free agency. We read this shit already. We got old news on Ibanez, which means Malloy, you're getting the shot today at first base. Bada bing, bada boom. Moving on. Cardinal stack. Sonny Gray on the fucking mound. This is the home run algorithm. All right, so far no Sonny Gray. What do we got in the lineup here? Ciani, Burleson, no Herrera, Gorman, Lukenbacher once again is a 2 card. We like Lukenbacher. J.J. Weatherholt on the board. Thomas Segezi. You say Segezi, I say Segezi. No Fermin, no Ryan. So we got these three over here in the middle. So, can't use Fermin. We can stay over here, clean up, go Gorman, and take Herrera behind the dish. Just go with that middle 5 right here. No new recon on any of these guys. So, let's take a look at Sonny Gray. Herrera, what do we got? Nothing. Lukenbacher, we've read all this already. Is anything new on Lukenbacher? Declined overtures. Yeah, they didn't want his rights. They're not getting rid of him. They're keeping him at first. Gorman. Nothing on Nolan Gorman. Segezi. Looks like the odd man out in a bid for an opening day roster spot. The trickle-down effect of the Cardinals' inability to trade Nolan Arenado extends to Segezi, as the club simply has too many other infielders in line for significant playing time. There's a good chance Segezi winds up sending a large chunk of the 2025 season in St. Louis, but to start the year he appears headed for AAA Memphis. J.J. Weatherholt went 2 for 3 with a 3-run homer in Sunday's Grapefruit League action against the Astros. Making his spring training debut, Weatherholt had a bloop single in the 4th inning and then in the 5th drilled an opposite field 3-run homer off righty A.J. Blue Balls. The number 7 overall pick in the 2024 first-year player draft, Weatherholt slashed 295, 405, 429 names with single A Palm Beach in his pro debut last year. The 22-year-old will likely begin the 2025 season either at High A Peoria or Double A Springfield. Oh, I live by the Palm Beach team. As a matter of fact, I'm going. My buddy's coming to town. I'm going to check out some spring training. I got gorgeous fields down here. All right. That's your St. Louis stack, buddies. All right. On to a Houston stack. Hunter Brown on the mound with some recon. All right. Hunter Brown is on the mound. What we got here? What we got? Not too many Astros have made appearances on our board yet. No Altuve, no Jordan. Isaac Paredes on the board. Victor Caratini on the board. No Pena. No Zach, no Dubon, no Jake the Snake Myers. So naturally, we just fill it in with the top 5. Christian Walker, Jordan Alvarez, Jose Altuve. However, I'm willing to take a look and see what they got given away with here with Mr. Mauricio Dubon. Hunter Brown allowed a hit and 2 walks across 2 scoreless innings in Friday's Grapefruit League game against St. Louis. Brown was shaky to start the game with all 3 of the base runners he allowed coming in on a 26-pitch first inning. However, he noted he felt better in his second frame and threw a perfect inning while hitting 98 miles an hour with his fastball, as measured by the stadium's scoreboard. All right, well, he's got some history. Caratini, we've read. Christian Walker, we've read. I don't know if we've read these guys yet. Doesn't matter, there's nothing to say. Christian Walker. What do we got here? Dubon's trying to make a case to stay in the lineup here. Expected to serve as the Astros' starting second baseman to begin the 2025 season. The Astros appear serious about playing Jose Altuve in left field, leaving a void at second base. Dubon remains best positioned to take advantage of that, though he has struggled significantly in spring training by failing to pick up a hit in 12 at-bats while striking out 4 times. Get the fuck out of here. Take a fucking seat, you pig. Anyway, Paredes hit second and went 0 for 2 with a walk in Sunday's Grapefruit League game against the Nationals. After the game manager Joe Espada indicated the Astros could open the season with Paredes hitting second in the order, in between Altuve and Jordan Alvarez. The appeal for the team is Paredes' walk rate, which is 11% for his career. If that position becomes permanent, Paridi's been in a good position to top his career high of 71 runs scored this season. Well, well, well. Isn't that lovely? Jose Altuve. Astros manager Joe Espada said Monday that the plan right now is for Altuve to be the team's primary left fielder. It's not a surprise, given that Altuve seems to be working out almost exclusively in left field this spring. However, Espada stressed that nothing has been decided yet, as he's still evaluating how Altuve looks in the outfield and wants to get feedback from the player. Espada noted that he wanted to avoid moving Altuve back and forth between left field and second base, so if the team commits to making the 34-year-old a left fielder, that's where the overwhelming majority of his reps will come from. Well, well, well. What we got it? That's Tampa Bay, Boston, Detroit. Oh, I missed Philly. I'm sitting there wondering why I'm looking at one extra window. Let's do Philly now. My apologies. I left out Philadelphia Phillies. Jesus Luzardo is your starting pitcher for the Phillies. No pitchers have shown up yet. What do we got here? Johan Rojas on the board. No Castellanos yet. Edmundo Sosa, nothing. Cody Clemens, son of Roger Clemens. At first. No Rafael. Buddy Kennedy, however, yes. Rodolfo Castro, nothing. Christian Arroyo, yes. And Oscar Mercado. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got our Philly stack. Jesus Luzardo struck out 2 and didn't allow a base runner across 2 scoreless innings during Friday's Grapefruit League game against the Red Sox. It was a dominant spring debut for Luzardo, who generated 6 swings and misses while throwing 14 of 19 pitches for strikes. The left-hander also touched 98 miles an hour with his sinker, which had an average velocity of 94 miles per hour last season. Luzardo is fully recovered from the lumbar stress reaction that limited him to 12 starts in 2024, and will be a key rotation piece for Philadelphia this year after being acquired from Miami in December. Oh, we like this guy. That's our starter. Unless somebody in Baltimore, Minnesota pops off the kid Cody. Roger Clemens kid is in the league. Now you feel old. Buddy Kennedy, Arroyo, nothing new. Anything new on Rojas here? Dominican League, we read this. Oscar Mercado signed a minor league contract with the Phillies on Friday that included an invitation to big league spring training. The 30-year-old spent last season with AAA level at the Tigers and Padres organizations, compiling a 222, 308, 405 slash line with 12 homers and 16 steals across 93 games. Mercado posted a 761 OPS as a rookie with Cleveland in 2019, but he has a 596 OPS in 183 big league games since the debut campaign. Rojas, let's just read that real quick because he's on the board. Yet to do any throwing at Phillies camp after he banged up his right shoulder on a head-first slide while playing in the Dominican Winter League. The Phillies are saying that keeping Rojas from throwing early on in camp is a precautionary measure. Rojas will serve as the team's designated hitter during Grapefruit League play Tuesday and is expected to be cleared to throw early next week. Barring any setbacks, the shoulder issue shouldn't affect Rojas' opening day readiness. Well, there you go. Philly Dilly stack. All right, moving on. The Orioles of Baltimore. Grayson Rodriguez, your starting pitcher. All right, so far, Gabe Povich is our only Philly receiver, Baltimore receiver. Jackson Holiday on the board. Adley Rushman on the board. No Colton Cowser. Hedgeston Kerstad. No Laureano. Emmanuel Rivera, yes. No Kobe Mayo. No Dylan Carlson. No Livan. Right? No Livan Soto. Nope. All right, we got 4. Mr. Colton Cowser, one of my heroes from last year, who's done shit so far this year, will be my guy. I believe we got new recon. No recon. Adley Adley Rutschman hit home runs in 2 live at-bats against Grayson Rodriguez and Albert Suarez during Monday's spring training workout. Rutschman cratered down the stretch last season with a 207, 282, 303 slash line in the second half, but a long off-season to rest up, the 27-year-old catcher looked re-energized on the eve of the Orioles' first full squad workout of camp. Perhaps in an effort to prevent Rutschman from wearing down again, the Orioles could look to build in more days off for him and deploy him as a designated hitter more frequently after he started 100 games behind the plate in 2024 between the regular season and playoffs. Rutschman will have a new backup catcher this season as the Orioles let James Makin walk in free agency while bringing aboard Gary Sanchez on a 1-year, $8.5 million deal. We read this, right? Emmanuel Rivera outrighted to AAA Norfolk on Monday. Rivera had the option to decline the assignment and elect free agency, but that would have meant forfeiting the $1 million salary he and the Orioles have already agreed to earlier this offseason. He will now receive that salary whenever he begins the season in the majors. I read this. Sometimes you just got to remind yourself that you read these old cards. Jackson Holliday has been working on his footwork at second base with the Orioles guest coach Brian Roberts. Roberts and Holliday are both former shortstops who have made the move to second base, and the 21-year-old is still getting a handle on some of the intricacies of the footwork on the other side of the second base bag. Holliday has now referred to Roberts' tutelage as helpful, with his new setup helping the accuracy and quickness of his throws. Roberts has also helped Holliday with his base running as the young infielder looks to steal more bases in 2025. Holliday is the heavy favorite to open the season as the Orioles' primary second baseman. Oh, shit. That's you want to fucking read about a motherfucker. Kerstad. Yep, we read this. Fuck it. We'll read it one more time. One more time. Sometimes I don't know if I read it before the season started because there's a best ball. I gotta stop doing best ball. Orioles GM Mike Elias noted Thursday that Kerstad is the front runner for a spot on the opening day roster. He's earned the right to get at bats in the corner. Yeah, I read this. I read this shit. Earn the right, get his fucking at bat, suck a dick. Colton Cowsby read this too. Keegan Atkin, everybody's fucking doing their thing. Give me some new fucking stories. Finally, Minnesota stack Pablo Lopez, your starting pitcher. Can't read old news. It affects things. We got a lot of 2 cards here. Harrison Bader is not one of them. Buxton is a 2 card. No Jeffers, no Lewis. Ty France, a 2 card. Velasquez, Edouard Urien, Austin Martin. We've got 3 Twins. Let's fill in with Carlos Correa and Ryan Jeffers. Pablo Lopez. Opening day starter. Yes, we've read this. Twins manager Rocco Baldelli named Lopez the team's opening day starter on Wednesday. It's pretty clear to be naming an opening day starter, but Baldelli chose to let the cat out of the bag during an interview with the Twins podcast. Lopez had relatively disappointing 2024, going 15-10 while posting a 4.08 ERA, 119 WHIP, and 198 Ks over 185 innings. His ERA was 3.67, however, and he posted a 2.77 mark in 13 second half starts. His xERA, they just keep adding new fucking stats. His xERA, Jeffers, Ty France, we've read. Correa, anything new on Mr. Correa? Carlos Correa declared himself ready for spring training Saturday after spending the first part of the offseason rehabbing from plantar fasciitis in his right. We read this crap. Bader, anything new here? Byron Buxton went 1 for 2 with a home run and stole third base in Sunday's spring training tie with Tampa Bay. He's hitting .556 with 2 stolen bases and a home run in 5 games this spring. Oh, well, we got our outfield. We got our fucking outfield, Buxton and fucking Thompson. Buxton enters the 2025 coming off a rare season during which he finished the year healthy and didn't have any off-season surgeries or rehabilitations. An uncommon steal of third base shows he and the Twins are feeling very confident about his health this spring. While he's played over 100 regular season games and just twice in 10 seasons, perhaps this is the year he finally puts it all together. One could hope. All right, kids. Let's make a fucking all-star team. Obviously, Luzardo is our starter. Who is our backup? Our second guy. We got no recon on any of these motherfuckers. I believe what we got here on Garrett Crochet. No runs on 3 hits. Struck out 4. Hey. Crochet allowed no runs on 3 hits and 1 walk over 1.2 innings during Sunday's Grapefruit League game against the Blue Jays. He struck out 4. The left-hander was on a pitch count for his first spring game, with his departure in the midst of the second inning also being the result of a long wait between the first and second frames. Crochet had a limited workload last year with the White Sox in his first season as a full-time starter, but he was one of the top breakout players in MLB with a 3.58 ERA, 107 WHIP, 209 Ks across 146 innings. The 25-year-old isn't expected to face any workload restrictions in 2025 after being acquired by the Red Sox. Well, goddamn, I think Crochet's our fucking guy. Do we want Crochet against the Rays as our lead, or Luzardo against the Tigers? Struck out 2. The other guy struck out fucking 4. Average velocity, key rotation. We love them both. We're going Crochet and Luzardo, but who are we leading with? I guess we have to see if any players will come up here. Well, this is Boyle. I mean, this is against Boston, so we can't have Crochet. This is Luzardo. Get that fucking Paredes at him. And over here will be Crochet and Luzardo. And we can't use Luzardo here. So, okay, we'll have Crochet. And here's where it starts getting tricky. Is it Luzardo or Crochet? The best thing you want from any pitcher is K's. He struck out fucking 4. No runs, 3 hits, 1 walk. All right, but gave him a walk and 3 hits. He struck out 4. Top breakout star. Sox are the ones who won everything yesterday, so we're going to put Crochet in over Luzardo. That's the call. Sometimes you got to read the cards, man. And that's what happens. You read the card, and that's what happens. Let's be Crochet. Crochet. You can bite me in the ass if Luzardo fucking aces it today. But we'll have plenty of Luzardo as well. All right. Who is our starting catcher? Caratini was on the board. No Recon Wong. He's on the board as well. Adley, I believe, is the one that had the interesting card, right? Going up against Pablo Lopez. Home runs and 2 live at-bats. New backup catcher. Holy shit, it's a big rainstorm outside. All right. They're all one. They're all 1 cards. Nobody's jumping at me. Adley's highest in the lineup. That's where we're going with that one. And I believe we had a couple of 2 cards here. Ty France is a 2 card. Luckenbacher's a 2 card. He's going to play a lot. We got Luckenbacher, who's not reading overtures. It's 2 old stories. Essentially, it comes down to Luckenbacher and Ty France. Bacher's higher in the lineup. Both are facing pitchers that I have no recon on, so I'm not really doing much with those. So where do we want to go, France or Bacher? Bacher's higher in the order. You go Bacher. If you can't decide, take the higher guy in the order. So Rushman and Bacher. Covered here. Bacher. Dude. The catcher here will be Rushman. All right. Second base, Bregman was always impressive. But again, he's made 1 appearance on the board. We haven't heard from him since. I believe we have a 2 card or a 3 card in here. Holiday is batting leadoff, and I feel like he's had a better card than Bregman. Toro went yard yesterday, but still a 1 card. Holiday's my guy, like in Baltimore. So Holiday at second against Segezi, Paredes. All these guys are interesting. All 1 cards, I believe. Right? Rivera's a 1 card. These guys are all 1 cards. Nobody was jumping out. Everybody's a 1 card. So who is the 1 card that impressed you? Whose story, when you flipped it over, impressed us? Got nothing on Toro. Minor league contract. Signed to a minor league contract Tuesday that includes an invitation to spring training. Yeah, same old bullshit. However, again, went yard yesterday. He was in the winning lineup yesterday. Is that how we want to play it? Or do we want to roll it back to Bregman? Kid coming in with a hot bat. There's a lot of ways to go here. Toro's right there, right? Bregman and Toro together. You know what it is? Again, you take your bias out of the equation. You always think, if I want Bregman, Bregman's the superstar. But again, he's still a one card here. Toro. Holiday and Toro. If it bites us in the ass, then fuck you, it bites us in the ass. So what are we doing here again? These are all one cards. We liked Holiday and Toro. All you need here. Do you not read about Jemai Jones? Why would you read about Jemai Jones? 1 for 3 with a 3-1 homer in Sunday's Grateful League game against the Pirates. Jones, who signed with the Tigers on a minor league deal back in November, popped his first home run of the spring. 27-year-old is competing for a bench spot in camp. And while his defensive versatility could help him earn that role, he's unlikely to be much of a fantasy factor this year. Well, I read that already. That's why. So I'm glad I didn't read it again. The rest of it was old news, and we read all that shit already. All right. Who is our shortstop? Trevor Story's on the board, but we got no recon. Hamilton, Arroyo, Castro, Weatherholt. Yes. They roughed up Hunter Brown the other day. Let's see if they do it again. That lineup is in, ladies and gentlemen. Will it be worth a G? Will it be worth a G to me? All right. Moving on. Second base, Jackson Holiday. Third base, Abram Toro. Third base, Abram Toro. Second base, Holiday. Third base, Toro. Outfield, Thompson. All right. Moving on, shortstop. What do we like again? I believe it was Weatherholt. We have all one cards here. Weatherholt. That's just jumping at me. And our first outfielder is Thompson. So Weatherholt at short, Thompson is top outfielder. Except here. Here I feel like we could change it. Let's take Red Sox out of here. Because this is a dominating stack. So we have other choices here. We're going to go Segezi. And then Weatherholt. Outfield wise, Buxton. I'm going to switch this one up as Buxton's our secondary outfielder there, stealing third base. Try to play somewhat a little bit smarter today. Don't go against the bat. Again, we got Weatherholt. And this will be Tom. Well, Thompson's already there, so we'll go Buxton. Boosh. All right. This is all about the outfield here. So again, Thompson, Buxton. Who would we like in our secondary outfielders? 1 second here. Shortstop here. Let's get Weatherholt and Thompson in here. So that one's done. This one is Thompson. Shortstop Weatherholt. Outfield Thompson. So our second outfielder, of course, is going to be Mr. Buxton. Is there any other 2 cards here in our outfielder's choices here? There is not. There is not. What we need is a third outfielder. Bader, again, in terms of name. Bader's shown up. He's batting leadoff. It puts him over Yoshida. Morel, Kerstad. Right now we're looking at Bader. Rojas, wasn't impressed. Green, Carpenter, Cowser. Jahmai Jones is coming off a home run. But we got him up against Luzardo, so no. And Menace is up against Crochet, so that brings us all the way to Harrison fucking Beta. That are your lineups for the 1 o'clock game, ladies and gentlemen. If you should win the $1,000, may fate and faith decide your fortune. And if you should win, make sure to blow your money on the new Faro's Lounge Kickstarter. Because it's fucking Pixie Runner, my friends. And Pixie Runner is the shit. It is my best comic book. It's the one that's making all the dang money. Peace, love, war, all that shit in between.